Hello, everyone. I'm people call me Miko Aspiras, but as you saw that there in the video, it's Michael, but that's my real name. Uh, uh, Public speaking is not really one of my best attributes, but when I found out about the topic of TEDx this year, which is spaces, I grabbed the opportunity because it's not every day that I get the chance to talk about my workspace. Not a lot of people know that in, inside the kitchen, there's so much chaos, there's so much drama, and that's what I have to deal with every day. And most people see the end product, which is the food already, and it's normally satisfying and beautiful. Okay, during my presentation, I'll be showing photos of my workplace, my kitchen, the people I work with, and also the dishes that we create every day. And I apologize in advance because you might get hungry, especially towards the end. So, um, okay. Right now, I operate, bake, and cook in Le Petit Soufflé. I have two branches. I also have my first legit bake shop. Okay, sorry. These are the photos of the kitchen before, during construction, and then what it is right now. And then in Le Petit Soufflé, and I have my first bake shop called Workshop. It's literally my workshop. It's literally my own space. I create desserts there. I also teach my team, my staff, how to create something out of nothing, literally nothing. I also have a craft cookie shop in Century Mall where I allow people to um, literally grab their ingredients. The kitchen is actually very open where people can grab their ingredients to create the cookies of their dream. I literally designed it that way because I want to know my customers through cookies and milk. I also have a salad bar and a custard bar and an ice cream parlor in Bonifacio High Street, which is called Freezer Burn. It's quite small, like, literally, it's very small. But I'm really happy with what we've done there, with what we're doing right there, and the people, my team is very successful in doing what I've envisioned. I'm also in my third year right now as the pastry consultant for Unilever, and I also work in their kitchen and also with Selecta. Are you familiar with Magnum? That's what, yeah. I don't have samples, right? I'm sorry, but if I planned this better, I would have like, I would have brought some. I'm also working with Malaysia Unilever and Singapore Unilever. I'm also launching my dessert line for Philippine Airlines. Um, yes, coming April, and in between that, I cater with I cater to the most important charity events in the country. Some of them we support certain causes like raising the bar for in terms of farming and also in agriculture, and also helping future teachers of our country reach their goals, which is having a to have a certificate and their license to teach. Whenever I have spare time, if I find any, I compete abroad. I also compete here locally, and um, some people may say that I'm probably the busiest pastry chef in the country. I definitely agree with them because it's very difficult. Every day, it's a roller coaster ride for me every day. But but I know I have planned. I've planned all of this. This is my ambition to be to influence people to eat desserts that I make, and I really love what I do. I'm very passionate and very giving, and I just want to share. I just want people to smile whenever they eat my desserts. Okay, but that wasn't always the case. I started. I had a very humble start in my career. I started as a casual employee in a really big hotel where no one knew my name. Literally, they didn't know my name. I would pass, actually see them right now, most of my colleagues before, and then they wouldn't even like, they don't know that we worked together before. So that was like 10 years ago, and this is my 10th year in the industry. Um, I would carry sacks of flour and sugar every day, but I look forward to doing this because I get to work inside a kitchen, a pastry kitchen, which is, for me, it's my home. It's where I create things. Okay, and um, I was ready for all of this, for all the hardships. I remember the first day that I decided to uh, have HRIM, or Hotel and Restaurant Institution Management, as my course. The moment I decided and I went to our orientation in St. Benilde, I remember my professor, or the head chef during that time, he told me, the kitchen isn't as glamorous as you think. It's not a glamorous space to work in. And then I said, what is glamorous? Is it like lots of clothes, like fashion fabulous or something? And then he didn't even bother expounding on that. And then I got so confused. And then, but after that, with parang working for 3 hotels and more than a handful of restaurants, I realized that what being uh, parang for me, being uh, glamorous is what you make. Parang if you treat your workplace as something that you live in, that's where you thrive, you can turn it into something glamorous. You can turn it to whatever you want it to be. But right now I didn't believe. I no longer believe in what the chef told me, because I turn my space into something that's beautiful, and something that is uh, uh, full of uh, full of delicious pastries. Okay. Okay. But I remember I have to keep in mind that what did that chef mean by saying that it's not glamorous? Um, for me, what not a lot of people see is the chefs actually do the cleaning every day. Uh, I even clean the grease trap under the kitchen sink every single night when I was starting. I always like sweep the floor every night, make sure that it's spotless. But again, I love what I do so much that I'm open to doing this every single day. Um, the best part of being in the kitchen for me was I was able to exercise my talent, and it made me who I am right now. I have made um, for me, this is where I make my dreams come true. My kitchens vary in sizes. Some are bigger than the others. Some are very tiny but very efficient, just like my ice cream parlor. But all are designed to create desserts that are full of inspiration and passion behind it. I may have worked in a lot of different kitchens um, here and abroad, but for me it remains the same. Every space is I feel at home whenever, like when I travel abroad and I'm not sure what I'm going to what I can expect from the team I'll be working with. Immediately after like stepping out of the airport and going to the kitchen where I'm going to work, I feel at home because it's literally my home. I know instantly. I know uh, where the tools are, and it's easy for me it's easy for me to understand what the equipments are for. Um, the back of the house is what we call the kitchen. In the industry, it's what we commonly call it. But for me, it's where the real magic happens. It is where I've poured so much of my creativity, especially when preparing for competitions. Um, I literally would spend like an entire week inside, isolating myself inside the kitchen, preparing for a big competition abroad and even here in the Philippines. So, and I'm happy to say that it all was worth it. So, I gained a lot of medals, but but before getting those medals, it is in the kitchen where I cried, where I got so frustrated. It's also where I rejoiced and shared my experience with my workmates. Today, I treat my kitchens as a place where I can teach. I teach my staff every single day, not just to bake, not just to create things, but also lessons in life. Because I know that if if you experience a lot in your life, it will only do you good because you already experienced that. Even if it's whether it's bad or good, you've experienced it, and you can move forward. You can easily you can easily learn from it, and also um, you can refer to it whenever you are faced with a challenge. I also learn from my team every day through their experiences and their mistakes and also their work. I teach my team to create all the time, and to eat what we make, because we have to taste what we create every day. Um, it is where I try to influence people how to eat desserts, because I have it in my head. In my head, it's always different. That how I treat desserts is very different from most of us. Because I know right now people think that desserts are only something that you can give away, or it's not really for you alone. It's something that you can share. But how I treat it is it's something very personal. It's like a prize at the end of a hard day's work. And eventually I want people to realize that, and I want people to start treating desserts that way. um, I work in a lot of different kitchens. I work with a lot of different chefs. Some are extremely talented, some are even handicapped. um, I work with someone who's even deaf and mute. That was really hard, but we enjoyed working together because we wanted to achieve something that is that we wanted to achieve something that is very similar, which is um, pastries. We want to create pastries that bring people together, that give people smiles. Um, right now, the circumstances might be different from 10 years ago, but for me, the kitchen will always be my second home. Um, Actually, sometimes my first home. So because I spend like literally 90% of every day in my kitchen, and I just come home and then bake some more in my own kitchen at home, and that's always fun for me. And I hope the next time you see or order a dish in a restaurant, you'll appreciate more, or you'll understand or try to understand what went on behind producing that certain piece of a certain piece of dish and or meat or a dessert. So I hope I gave you enough visual and idea what goes behind a pastry kitchen every day. So these are some of my works. So this is something that I created for 18 hours. I was given 18 hours to create. This is one of them. This is a salted egg dessert, and I created it in my home. Actually, in my home, because I didn't have the time. I was given the task to create this and the Madrid Fusion Manila, which is the biggest food show in the world, in Asia, gave me this opportunity to create a TV commercial and print ad for the event. And then, given that circumstance, I was able to create something that's very complex. But yeah, in my not so equipped space at home. But I mean, if you feel that way about where you work, for sure you'll create something beautiful every day. So that's it. Thank you.